Biggest mistakes. If you are working 12 to 16 hours a day and you have a trainer tell you just eat less, move more, and they automatically just cut your calories in half, run in the other direction. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, so cutting too many calories too soon is a big no-no. You really need to make sure that you're healthy. You're healthy enough to do it. So that means paying attention to everything I mentioned in phase one. Okay, it must happen in that order. It has to. Okay, and it's not so much that you're going to crash your metabolism if you do cut calories too soon, but you're just going to have issues with performance and recovery, and you're going to burn out, and your nervous system's going to be fried, and there might be some hormone dysregulation and those types of things, but really you're just going to be miserable, especially if you're a high flying busy person. Okay, that's just the reality. You've got more cortisol than the average person. All right, frankenfoods, right? Processed junk, things that cause inflammation, poor gut health, insulin resistance. I've helped a client not too long ago who was plateauing with their weight for months, right? And they were dieting like religiously. They were dieting really hard actually, and doing calorie restriction and everything. And we found out, through some testing that he had some gut issues. So we did a protocol to address that, fix the gut health, and it was like clockwork. Right after that, the weight started falling off and things were just easier. And you look at the before and after picture, and it's like crazy. You would think the guy lost like 30 pounds, but it really was just like a lot of inflammation, right? His belly was inflamed. Everything was just inflamed. So frankenfoods, processed junk, sugary stuff, like long ingredient lists, stay away from it. You don't need them to enjoy your diet and healthy, nutritious foods, okay? You can eat some really fun food as long as you stay away from those things. So grains, soy, corn, sugar, trans fat, gluten, just stay away from that stuff as much as possible, okay? Those foods are literally killing you slowly, okay? Sedentary lifestyle. Look, a body in stagnation is a dying body, period, okay? And I get it. I hear it all the time. Taylor, I work 60 hours a day. I can't help it. I don't have any time. Look, I understand, and that sucks, and I get it. It is going to make it harder, but there is always something that you can do. Okay, get a fucking walking desk. That's what my client John did. Okay, take walking meetings like him. Every time we meet, he's walking, right? And when he meets with his team, he's a senior engineer, tech engineer in Silicon Valley. And he used to just like fall asleep at the computer every single day. If he can do it, and he lost 27 pounds in 12 weeks, if he can do it, you can do it. So get moving. Try to like find things just to move. If it's just like cleaning up the house, that can really make a big difference. Let's see. Anybody ever fluctuate with their weight, right? You ever get injured as soon as you start getting momentum? You have several setbacks every time you start feeling like you're making progress. If that's you, you need a dynamic, flexible, and sustainable plan that meets you within each season that you're in, okay? You need smart programming. You need to learn how to slowly but surely reduce calories to lose weight. You need to learn how to diet down, how to diet up. You need to know how to do deloads to rest and recover when you've trained really hard. And then slowly but surely increase volume and intensity in your workouts. And that requires smart programming, okay? And then most of all, you need a lifestyle to develop that process so that it doesn't feel like a program all the time, okay? That used to be me. I used to go in the gym, just kill myself, and I'd get injured, and it was like, one step forward, two steps back, okay? So it's really about the minimum effective dose of periodization and making sure you're just 1% better each and every week. Simple. Another one, not prioritizing stress management. It's a big lever. We talked about cortisol. That you gotta manage your stress. You gotta manage your cortisol. Learn to relax. Give gratitude in the morning. Have a morning ritual that helps you slow down. Do some breath work, and really, really, really treat your sleep with a lot of respect. That's the biggest one. Okay, and then last but not least, my favorite, the fixed mindset. Right? We talked about that in the first half of this training. right? And I just want to reiterate, you know, if the term growth mindset exists, then the opposite term has to also exist. Which one do you want to adopt, right? So thinking you are the way you are, it is the way it is. You'll never change. If you operate from that place of inevitability, if that's you, you're fucking screwed.